Hey y'all, all right, so today we had somebody bring in this Ford F-150, all right? They're looking to get cash for it. So I'm gonna walk you through today on how we're gonna evaluate it and come up with a price and hopefully make a deal. All right, so it is a 2005 King Ranch, Ford F-150 it looks like. Now what you wanna notice is you see all these little stubs? That is a good sign that those are relatively new tires, which is pretty awesome. So what you do is you do a quick walk around of the vehicle. And what you're looking for is you look at the seams, okay? See if there are any, you want all the seams even. And typically if all the seams are even, typically that means that it hasn't been any accidents, or if they did, they get a job fixing it. So we just walk, check the seams, make sure everything's the same. And this one looks, so you notice how that back tire that I showed you had a lot of stubs. This one doesn't, and you see it's a lot more worn than that other one. So I recently got a new tire. It's not a deal breaker, but just something to be cognizant of. Yeah, this one right here. Here's the keys. And then this is Mike. He's my awesome tech. He's going to be seeing if there's any codes on this bad boy. And one of those scanners are super cheap. You can get them anywhere. You can spend a lot of money and get better ones. Also, once again, as you can see, this one is not a new tire, and that one in the back is. All right. So how you access and use the stinking scanner is typically, as you can see, they're located right down there where Mike's at. And let Mike do his thing. Actually, I'm going to flip the screen around if I can, which I can't. All right, so what he does is he's going to get the scanner, starts the bad boy, then you got to wait for the vehicle for a minute. Anything else we should know, Mike?
Some cars and trucks, when you're using an OBD, sometimes you have to crank the car to see what code it may or may not be. And some you just turn the switch, let it light up, and then you just plug it up and let it do its thing until it comes up, read the codes. No codes found. We're good to go.
Boom, no codes, which is amazing. So that's a great sign. Thank you, Mike. All right, thanks. All right, so no codes. All right, now we're gonna take it for a drive to see how it does, and then we're gonna go from there. So Mike flipped the hood, he checked the motor, it was good to go, so there's 0 codes. The motor checked out. The owner that we're hopefully gonna buy this from did say that it has a minor exhaust leak. That's not too big of a deal. And now what we're gonna do, probably the most important part, is we're gonna drive this sucker and see how it feels. Most people don't know anything about vehicles. All they know is when they drive it, how does it feel? What does it sound like? Stuff like that. So the most important part of flipping a car, besides actually purchasing it at a good price, is making sure it drives well. Because that is gonna dictate whether you can get top dollar for the vehicle, or whether you're gonna be left hanging and hold on to a vehicle for a really long time and most likely not make any profit off of it. So I'll update you as we go. All right, Mike's gonna drop some knowledge bombs on how you do this.
All right, the one thing I always test a truck or car, especially when you want to know, make sure that the motor's good and transmission's good. One thing I do, put my foot on the brake, hold it down hard, switch it up, give it some gas, see if you can get it to 2 grand without it irking and jerking and spitting and shit on you. It almost makes you feel like you want to do a burnout, but if your car or truck can't get up to 2 grand, you got a little bit of a problem. Probably just tune up, but that'll let you know before you get out on the road. If you can't get past 500, don't pull it out the lot.
Boom, good to know. So there you go. So what he did is he pushed his foot against the brake, he held it there, and then he slowly hit the gas and got it up to 2,000 RPMs. And his advice, just a synopsis, is if you can't get above 500 without it skipping or jumping, then just leave it there and go look for another one. So as you can see, we're going on a little test drive route, and I'll let you know how it goes. Fingers crossed. All right, so Mike and I just got back from test driving this on the highway and whatnot. Mike, what are you rating this? A, B, or C, D, or F?
I give it a solid B.
Why?
Well, for one, the truck runs pretty good.
Yep.
Taking care of on the inside, interior's not all tore up. Not wore out either. A lot of people do like these type of trucks. Besides, it's a 5.4. Good motor.
Yep. Agreed. It drove great. How many miles does it have?
199. $497.
All right, $199. So you always want to make sure you get the mileage, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go run the VIN of this vehicle in CarGurus and Carfax, and it'll give me a pretty rough estimate of how much the wholesale value of this vehicle is and how much it will retail for in our current market. Super important. Some cars can get way more in other areas than like a four-wheel drive pickup truck in Montana with no rust from Arizona is going to get way more money than if the same truck in Montana. I grew up in Montana, is the way I use that, because of all the the salt and the rust and whatnot. So location is huge. All right, so we'll keep you updated. All right, so now what I'm doing is I pulled up the computer. I have the VIN, I have the mileage. You just type in your computer, CarGurus, it pops up. Once it pops up, all right, you're going to go to car values. Okay, this is a huge inside secret, by the way. And then from there, you can go look up by VIN. I'm going to put in the VIN and I'm going to put in the mileage, and then I'll show you the magic. All right, so I'm going to try to get it for $3,500, maybe $4,500. We'll see what happens. And then hopefully list it for about $7,000 or $8,000. Maybe $9,000, and call it a day. We will see how it goes. So unfortunately, he came in. I offered him $4,000 for his trade-in. Didn't take it. He was looking to get another truck from us, but he had some stuff floating around, and we couldn't close the deal. But to be continued, hopefully, with some more time and some more nurturing from Judy. Judy's over here. I'm not going to put her on camera because otherwise she freaks out. Like, watch. But see, it's crazy. It's like this anomaly. So anyway, but if I were a betting man, we'll probably see him again. So patience is key. All right, have a great day. Bye.